What's up, everyone? As you can see in the title above, this is going to be a comparison between a Logitech MX518 and the new one, G400s, which is basically a replica for the MX518. Just heads up, sorry about the video quality. I don't usually YouTube, so I don't really have the equipment for it or time, and there's going to be no edits as well. So if I screw up here and there, sorry about that. This is also not going to be a review video about a G400s. If you want a review, there's plenty of videos out there. You can just look that up straight away. I did. There's plenty of information. So the first thing that I did notice straight away as I took it out of the box is it's shaped exactly the same. I mean, it's a replica, so it's going to be shaped exactly the same. The other thing you can notice straight away is the wire. As you can see, the G400s, the wire in the diameter is a lot narrower, whereas the MX518's a lot wider. This might be the cause. If you read up on any forums, generally the two things that people complain about with the G400s is the wheel on it. They say it's a bit flimsy, and the wire tends to break. I don't really see if that's the case. Some people say they fixed it with a G400s. Although I can't really vouch for that. I only got it like 6 hours ago. There's about 4 hours on gameplay on it, so I don't know about it, but it looks fine to me so far. Another thing, when I first held this in my hand, it felt different, and not in a good way. After a few hours of gameplay, I didn't really feel any difference at all. If anything, it's gotten only better, which it should. Yeah, the wheel, they say it's a bit flimsier on it, on a new one. I would disagree. It might be the flimsiest wheels of the mice out there, but it's definitely better than the old one. I mean, it might just be a wear and tear on mine, because like, if you look at that, this is the old one, yeah? You can see it, well, you can't see, but it's a lot flimsier and a lot louder, whereas the new one, it stays more sort of solid, and well, I guess the loudness is about the same, but I don't really see why that should be an issue. The surface, let's get to the point. The surface on this thing is amazing. At first I didn't like it at all. It just didn't feel natural. In comparison, when you came from this is all glossy, but then again, with the glossy surfaces, you probably have noticed that after a while you gain like all these sort of dirt on it, and you have to clean it like quite occasionally. I was cleaning mine for like on a weekly basis, and then I just got bored of it and I just stopped doing it. That might be the cause why it's breaking down right now. But yeah, like you can see all these bits right here sticking onto it. Like this is not like an actual damage. You can actually just scrape it off. See, it's not there anymore. And with this one, with the new G400s, that's not going to happen. They have this thing that's called hydrophobic palm surface. Not really sure what it is. I did a bit of research on it, and what I found, you might have seen this on some suits. Like if you would spray some water on it, it would just like stay in drips. This is generally the same thing. Under good example, leaf. Just if you go outside after the rain, you can see little drops of water on the leaves, so that's pretty much the same thing on the mouse. Not saying you should throw it underwater, that would probably break it, but yeah. Another thing, the sides. The sides obviously aren't coated with the same hydrophobic surface, so there are some fingerprints on it, but it's kind of hard to explain. They sort of rub themselves off. Well, not themselves, but as you are gaming along, you sort of rub them off with your own fingers. Like, I can see a small fingerprint right here, but if I keep on rubbing on it, it's not there anymore. So, must have done something bad as well. Another thing, the buttons. This is probably my only complaint about this mouse so far. With the old one, they look exactly the same, and they're placed exactly in the same spot. But with the old one, they're sort of not as far out, and they don't make as much noise, I guess. These just they just don't feel right. They're kind of hard to push on. Obviously not a big issue, but it is a bit annoying. Yeah, I did about 4 hours of gameplay in Battlefield 4. Did a round of sniping or two, another round of like close quarters. I had absolutely no issues with it, and the only thing I could tell was actually a huge improvement from the old mouse. So yeah, if you're looking for a replacement for your old MX518, but you don't want to lose that feel of a great mouse, just like sitting in your hands perfectly. For example, I'm a palm claw gamer, so basically it looks like that. The back of the mouse fits in my palm, and the fingers are in a claw shape. It feels absolutely amazing for that. Yeah, if you're looking for an upgrade from MX518, but you don't want to feel any sort of difference and you love the ergonomics on it, I would definitely suggest this one. Alright, thanks for watching, see ya!